Hi, welcome to English Hamster. Are you learning English? Great. Here we learn through stories. They are simple and interesting. You can improve English while learning knowledge. Remember to subscribe, like and comment. Let's get started.
Have you ever looked at someone and felt like there's a story behind their eyes? Maybe you walked into a room and felt something was wrong, but you didn't know why. Or perhaps someone said one thing, but their actions said something else. The truth is, life becomes easier and safer when you learn to observe people. This skill is more than useful, it's like a superpower. So, if you want to protect yourself, understand others, and succeed, this lesson is for you. 1. Why observation is a superpower. Many people see with their eyes, but they don't truly observe with their mind. There's a big difference between looking at something and really noticing it. Every day, you pass many people. On the street, in the office, at school, or on public transport. You see their faces, their clothes, and their actions. But how many of them do you really notice? How many do you understand? Even a little. Observation isn't about what you see with your eyes. It's about what your mind picks up. People are like books. Some are easy to read, some are complicated, and some are written in a way we don't understand. But most people only look at the cover. They make quick judgments like, he's smart, or she's rude. These thoughts are based on just a glance or a few words. This is not observation, it's assumption. True observation is different. It's slow and thoughtful. When you observe, you listen carefully. You don't jump to conclusions. You notice small things, like how someone's voice changes when they talk about something painful, or how they become tense when they feel uncomfortable. You pay attention to their facial expressions, body language, and the words they repeat. Over time, you'll notice patterns, and those patterns will tell you the truth. Observation is powerful because it helps you in many areas of life. In relationships, it helps you understand how your partner, friend, or family member really feels, even if they don't say it. In your career, it helps you understand your boss, coworkers, and clients better. You can tell who is honest, who is nervous, and who is hiding something. When you observe well, you can avoid conflict, choose trustworthy people, and even become more persuasive. Observation also protects you. It helps you notice warning signs early. For example, you might see that someone always avoids a topic when asked about the past, or that they never make eye contact when making promises. These small details can help you protect your heart and your energy. But observation isn't just about others, it's also about understanding yourself. When you observe your own thoughts, reactions, body language, and habits, you start to grow and become more self-aware. Self-awareness is the first step to real personal growth. 2. Start with curiosity, not judgment. The first step to learning how to observe anyone is to develop the right mindset, curiosity. Most people quickly judge others. They hear one thing or see one action, and they immediately form an opinion. He's lazy, or she's selfish. But these judgments are based on almost nothing, just a few words or actions. Curiosity is different. When you're curious, you don't judge. Instead, you want to understand why someone behaves the way they do. You ask yourself questions like, why is this person acting like this today? Are they stressed? Did something happen to them? This helps you avoid jumping to conclusions too quickly. When you judge, you stop seeing the full picture. But when you stay curious, you continue learning and noticing more. People feel this energy, too. When you're curious, they're more likely to open up and show their true selves. Curiosity also helps you stay emotionally strong. If someone is cold or distant, instead of getting upset, you become curious about why they're behaving that way. This makes you less reactive and more thoughtful. By observing with curiosity, you can understand others better and build stronger relationships. The key is to ask better questions. Don't label people right away. Instead of saying, "She's unfriendly," ask, "Why is she acting this way?" Curiosity helps you learn the deeper story behind someone's actions, and this is where true understanding begins. 3. Watch their body, not just their words. When trying to understand someone, many people only listen to their words. But words can lie. People often say one thing but mean another. They may say, "I'm fine," when they're not, or smile when they're actually hurting. This is why words alone can be misleading. The body, however, doesn't lie. Body language often reveals what someone is truly feeling, even when they don't say it. For example, if someone says, "I'm okay," but their shoulders are tense, their voice is soft, and they avoid eye contact, their body is telling you they're not okay. Pay attention to small things, like how someone sits or how they hold their body. Crossed arms can mean they're feeling defensive or uncomfortable. Leaning forward often shows interest or engagement in the conversation. If they repeat small movements, like tapping their fingers or shaking their foot, they might be feeling anxious or uncertain. Sometimes, people mirror your actions without realizing it. If you take a sip of water and they do the same, it might show they feel comfortable with you. But don't judge someone based on just one movement. A single action like crossing arms doesn't always mean something is wrong. Maybe they're just cold or they're thinking. A smart observer looks for patterns. If someone always avoids eye contact and speaks in short answers when a certain topic is discussed, that's a pattern. It may mean they're uncomfortable with that topic. On the other hand, if they smile and talk with excitement when a different subject comes up, that's a clue about what makes them happy or passionate. The body speaks more than words, and with practice, you'll learn to notice these signs more easily. You don't need to be an expert in body language to understand what someone is telling you. Just pay attention to their posture, facial expressions, and movements. These nonverbal signals are often more honest than the words they say. 4. Listen more than you talk. One of the most powerful skills you can learn is how to listen. Many people think they're listening, but they're actually just waiting for their turn to speak. They don't fully focus on the other person's words because they're thinking about what they want to say next. This can make them miss important details or signals. To be a great observer, you must listen with all your attention. This means not only hearing the words, but paying attention to how they're said. The tone, volume, speed, and rhythm of someone's voice can tell you a lot about what they're feeling. For example, if their voice is shaky or tense, they might be nervous or hiding something. If their voice is soft and slow, they might be sad or tired. Silence is also important. Sometimes, what someone doesn't say can reveal just as much as what they do say. Maybe they change the subject when a certain topic comes up, or they go quiet when asked a direct question. This silence can carry a heavy truth, showing pain, fear, or secrets that they're not ready to share. By listening deeply, you allow people to feel heard and respected. When someone feels truly listened to, they're more likely to open up and share their true thoughts. This helps you build trust and create better connections. In turn, this makes observation easier, because when people trust you, they show you who they really are. 5. Observe reactions, not just actions. While actions are important, reactions are even more revealing. Actions are planned and practiced, but reactions are fast and emotional. They happen without thinking, and they show you what someone truly feels inside. For example, if you ask someone, "Do you trust people easily?" and they suddenly tense up, look away, or answer in a defensive tone, that's a reaction. It shows that trust might be a sensitive issue for them. Reactions like these are often more honest than actions because they come from deep feelings that someone can't control. You can also observe how someone reacts to praise or criticism. If they become angry or silent when criticized, it might show that they're insecure. On the other hand, if they listen calmly and ask questions, they may be emotionally mature and open to feedback. Similarly, when someone receives a compliment, their reaction can tell you a lot about their self-esteem. Observing reactions, especially in moments of surprise or stress, helps you see what a person truly cares about or fears the most. These reactions are often quick and subtle, but they reveal the deeper layers of a person's character. To observe reactions, you need to be fully present, pay close attention, and resist the urge to speak too quickly. Let the reaction unfold and watch carefully for the truth it reveals. 6. Notice how they treat powerless people. If you want to truly understand someone's character, pay attention to how they treat people who cannot offer them anything in return. This is a powerful way to observe someone's true nature. Many people are kind to those who can help them or give them something they want, like a boss, a teacher, or a friend. But how do they treat people like waiters, cleaners, or delivery people, those who have no power over them? Kind people show respect and kindness to everyone, no matter their role. They thank the janitor, smile at the cleaner, and speak politely to the delivery person. These small actions reveal that the person values others as human beings, not just for what they can provide. On the other hand, some people act friendly when it benefits them, but once they think no one important is watching, their behavior changes. They might yell at a driver, ignore the cleaner, or treat someone rudely because they think that person can't do anything for them. This isn't true kindness, it's strategy. This lesson is important in relationships, friendships, and business. If someone treats you well but you see them treating others with disrespect, be cautious. When they no longer need you, they might treat you the same way. True kindness is shown in how someone behaves when there's nothing to gain from it. 7 patterns reveal the truth. When trying to understand someone, it's important to look at patterns, not just isolated moments. A single action or mistake doesn't tell the full story. Maybe someone forgets to keep a promise or says something hurtful once. It might just be a bad day or a mistake. But if they do the same thing repeatedly, that's a pattern. And patterns show the truth. For example, if someone keeps canceling plans without a good reason, it shows that you might not be a priority in their life. If someone lies often, it's no longer a one-time mistake. It's a habit. Patterns are more important than excuses. By paying attention to consistency, you learn more about a person than by focusing on a single moment. Many people ignore patterns because they want to believe in others. They make excuses for bad behavior or think things will change. But if someone shows you a pattern of disrespect, dishonesty, or selfishness, that's who they are. Respecting patterns instead of promises will help protect your heart and mind. 8. Pay attention to energy shifts. There's something about people that you can't always see, but you can definitely feel. It's their energy. You may not notice it with your eyes, but your body, emotions, and even your mind can sense it. Sometimes you walk into a room and feel uncomfortable, even before anyone says a word. You might feel tension in the air or notice your body becoming tense. This is the power of emotional energy. On the other hand, some people make you feel relaxed and comfortable just by being near them. That's energy too. People have different kinds of energy. Some people carry negative energy, and being around them can make you feel drained, anxious, or sad. Others may have confusing energy. They're warm one moment and cold the next. But some people have calm, uplifting energy that makes you feel better just by being near them. These people are rare, but their presence is noticeable. To observe energy shifts, pay attention to how you feel around different people. Do you feel anxious or tense around someone, even if they're being polite? That could be a sign that something in their energy is off. If someone makes you feel calm, peaceful, or inspired, it means their energy is in alignment with yours. Your body reacts to energy before your mind understands it. Trust these feelings because they can guide you to the truth. When you observe energy, you can understand people more deeply and protect your own peace. 9. Observe yourself. Before you can observe others, it's important to first observe yourself. Many people spend all their time focusing on other people's behavior, but they rarely take the time to understand their own thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Self-observation is the key to emotional intelligence. When you observe yourself, you can understand why you react a certain way. For example, if you feel anger or fear when someone behaves a certain way, ask yourself why you feel that way. Is it because of something in your past? Is it a fear or insecurity that's triggering you? When you understand yourself, you're less likely to react emotionally. Instead of blaming someone else for how you feel, you can reflect on your own feelings and respond wisely. Self-observation also helps you become more compassionate toward others. When you understand your own struggles, you're more likely to understand that everyone else has their own challenges too. Final thoughts: be the silent student. In a noisy world, it's easy to get caught up in talking, reacting, and trying to be heard. But true understanding comes from being quiet. The best observers are silent students. They watch, listen, and learn. They don't feel the need to speak first or prove they know everything. They take the time to observe before they react. Most people rush through life, missing the simple truths right in front of them. They speak without thinking, judge others too quickly, and miss important details. But when you become a silent student, you slow down and observe carefully. You see things others miss, and you understand life in a deeper way. So, remember to stay curious, watch quietly, listen deeply, and reflect before reacting. Learn from everyone you meet, even those who hurt you. Over time, you'll develop a powerful ability to understand people and build better relationships. When you master the art of observation, you unlock a skill that most people never even realize they have.
Hey, if you learned something new today, please give this video a like. Write your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second and it really helps to create more English videos for you. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.